Hi everyone, Ben Laing here. This is not the podcast. Today I had a call organised with Naz, but it didn't work out. So I'm just going to go live here anyway and share a little experience about what happened today. And I think it would be of value to a lot of people just to adopt this mindset of not being afraid to fail. So I'm going to share this into the Ben's Business Book Club as well, which is a group of avid readers and entrepreneurs, a good community we've got there of about 1,300 members. So that's it being shared. So the Facebook Live today, the experience was I was trying new technology, which I used the last time. It worked out well. This time it didn't work out so well. So I had announced I was going live at 2 p.m. for my guest and for my audience. And when technology and things don't work out, it can be really frustrating because you especially when you're publicly going online to share something of value that you know will be of value to everyone, and technology prevents you from having that live sort of buzz feeling that you get when you go live and have a guest on and have Q&As. So it is really disappointing when that happens for me, but I want to share that this mindset that I've evolved over time, because when I first started doing Ben's Business Podcast, it could go two ways. My day would go two ways. So if Facebook decides not to work, or I'm late, or I'm feeling a bit underprepared for the live and I'm not very happy with how it went after, my day can go two ways. So I can either feel like really happy if the live goes ahead. There's lots of live viewers, 20 live viewers, 30 live viewers, and then 100,000 of people go and watch it after. And then the other alternative is what happened today, where Facebook and Zoom weren't integrating very well and technology wasn't working for us. And I can feel kind of deflated, or like I failed, or like just defeated. And it felt like that a wee bit today. But one of the mindsets that I really think is an important mindset to adopt yourself is that nothing can beat persistence. So if today I didn't feel so down for so long. It was only a second, a small moment when I realized I had been on live I'd been trying to get on Facebook Live for about 40 minutes with my guest, trying to work all this out. And I had to eventually admit defeat in that moment and decide, okay, we're going to have to reschedule it, or we're going to have to cancel it just now, because by that point, no one's going to be waiting for that long to come and wait for the live to go ahead. So today didn't go to plan, but what makes it possible and a successful webinar or Facebook Live still possible is the fact that mindset of there's still tomorrow, there's still next week. So let's reschedule for next week. Although it feels like when you've set up your lighting, you've set up your camera and your podcast, and things don't go to plan, events don't go to plan, you might not get the numbers and you feel deflated, or you could feel deflated about it. But it's not a waste of a day, because if you consider it, if you didn't take action on this idea that you had because you maybe were underprepared, I think that being underprepared is better than inaction in a lot of cases. Because if you do fail, if you do get defeated in that moment, then at least you've learned something, at least you've gained some new experience, you've moved forward in some way. And if you don't take action as well, you've let fear beat you, and then that just keeps you small. And I just don't believe there's really any such thing as failure, because I've always got that tomorrow idea that if it doesn't work out today, so what? I can learn from it and move on to the next day and try it again, or try it next week, or try it in 1 hour. For example, when Zoom wasn't working for me, I didn't just go, throw my hands up and get off. I tried everything. I tried to call them, but it said that my plan wasn't the top plan to be able to make instant phone calls to the support. So they actually hung up on me, and then I had to go to Facebook, to the live messenger, which wasn't working out very well either. I had my guests waiting for me. I had people waiting for me to go live, and that can be very stressful and feel like a waste of a day or a part of my day to then have to reschedule and do it again next week. But it doesn't really bother me as much as it used to now, because I've been there so many times that, right, okay, well, life is quite long. There's a lot of days to do it again. So let's just admit it, that it's not going our way just now. There's something wrong with the internet or the technology, or I need to spend more time on this. But there's no point in stressing over it, and there's no point in worrying about it too much. So being able to just step back and go, okay, it's not going to work today, I'm going to do it again tomorrow, is just remembering that it's better to have that hard neck and put yourself out there than to not take the action, because there is always the opportunity to learn if it doesn't work out for you. So I hope you just found this valuable. I just thought I'd share that experience that I had today. Something I wouldn't normally share. Everyone likes to go on Facebook and share their successes, but I want to share and extract more of the lessons I learn and successes, defeats, temporary defeats, and really be open to you about what goes on behind the scenes, where especially these Facebook lives are not very easy to put together, especially getting a guest on and sticking to a time. And there's a lot of struggle that goes on behind the scenes that I've felt before, and I feel like I've overcome that feeling. That, okay, like today I got over it very quickly, and I really just wanted to share how that's felt before it's made my day really crap. Actually, I've went and had to go for a walk or calm myself down after being so stressed, and I was stressed today. But it's the fact that today I got over the fact that I'm going to I feel like I've wasted a wee bit of time, but really I've just learned that there's certain things I need to prepare for better for going live with this new technology that I'm trying to use, and that I can just reschedule for the next week. So nothing beats persistence. I hope you found this helpful. Let me know if you have any experiences where you have felt defeated, but you've bounced back and then had success from the end of it. I would love to hear your lessons around that as well, actually, because if I go ahead and do this live, which we are planning to do at 1 p.m. with Naz on how to make money next week, then it's still a successful call, even though it didn't happen today. So I would love to hear your stories or journeys of feeling defeated but bouncing back and then winning anyway. So I'm going to beat Facebook next week. Bye just now.